I just put them in here the other day, so they're good. All right. Clear prop for the video, even though I already did it. I wasn't recording that. Don't want somebody saying he didn't call clear prop. All right, throttle's in the green, lights are out, nobody's around. A little more noise. PSI looks good. Maybe yours. And you probably want to flip your vent around as well, by the way. There.
Oh, that is air.
Yeah.
This is a cool thing, you can actually use it to play back, like if you're on with ATC or like that.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
It's funny when you're on the ground, like the clouds, they look like they're not that tall. But when you get up here, it's like, oh, that's like 3,000, 4,000 feet tall. Curious if we get a better climb with or without the flaps. I think it's actually better without them. I did some testing the other day and same thing. Seemed to be my, at least what it seemed like. All right, I think we're good. If you want to do some flying.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. So until we get a little bit higher, just if you want to try and do like 65, which actually we're pretty much about there. I don't know if you want that display there. I'll see if I can move that over if you want.
What's this ground speed?
Yeah, correct. So it's gonna be a little bit off. So if you want to do a little bit lower, try and shoot for maybe like 68 on there. If we're under a little bit, we're good. Because we're still in that VXVY range.
Yeah.
That's pretty up here. Traffic 5,200 above us. I assume that's a commercial. Might even want to go up to, I guess technically it'll be 9,500 since we're going east. Really don't need that, but that's the same thing I had on the flight up to Ohio. What's that?
You want 9.5 or 7.5?
What do you think? Do you think we're okay here? Like it's always hard to gauge like the different like we have to have 1,000 feet below us. It's always hard to gauge what that is. This might honestly be 1,000. You know what we can do? Let's do this. We'll do like, we can do like 7.
Okay.
This feels pretty good.
Received, squawk VFR, change advice is approved. Looks like there's one in the pattern. Use caution. Have a good day.
Leaving altitude.
November 290, climb and maintain 6,000. Up to 6,000, 290.
Alright, so getting up there, we want to add
in cap flight 925, flatting 240, intercept the localized. You broke up on me, but I'm fine. Heading at 240, the intercept the localizer is runway 27. Okay, 925. Yep, that's the correct heading. You're 4 miles from Alburus, maintain VFR. You're established on the localizer, cleared LS 27 approach. Cleared to Alburus, so we're established on the localizer, clear for the approach, cap 925.
We may need to get it to 9.5.
yeah, if you want to go ahead and Start heading up. We're good.
Reading altitude.
Yeah, they're getting a little high. And that's the thing too, like at one spot you're good.
Yeah, and then another spot, they're like right there.
Exactly, I know.
I don't know if you saw, but your iPad's not charging.
It's not, oh, because I don't have... There we go. That should do it. Yep. Yay.
There you go.
Alright, so along here...
Track 441 Atlanta approach, roger.
You want to add 49 Alpha, looks like a good waypoint.
Cap 925, contact McCollum Tower. Overdose to tower, Cap 925.
Alpha, insert.
Flight plan updated.
When was the last time you flew with Superior?
It's probably been a couple of months if I had to guess.
Yeah. Is that just because they're busy or you're busy or?
I've just been busy with lacrosse.
Yeah. I think you're good if you want to do a little bit slower climber like that. We're good to try and go for a little bit faster. Maybe if you want to try and shoot around 90 on there. Don't have to get all the way up there right away.
Plan approach, Sky 404 Delta Charlie, 1,900, climbing 3,000. Sky 404 Delta Charlie, Atlanta approach identity, Atlanta altimeter 3011. 3011, 404 Delta Charlie. Delta 4 Delta Charlie, radar contact is 1.5 miles north of the Spalding Airport. Say intentions. We'd like to head over to Rome and shoot an approach over there. November 4 Delta Charlie, climb and maintain 4,000, clear direct to the Rome Airport. Climb 4,000, direct to Rome, 404 Delta Charlie.
I'm going to turn off fuel pump 2. We're good up here.
Track 441, 10 miles from TCAT, maintain 3,000, full established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 31, approach at Falconsfield.
One thing to keep in mind, we can't go above 10,000 as well, so we want to stay at
Approaching
9,500
altitude.
as a heads up.
Okay.
Center says 733 Alpha Echo is 5,700, climbing 6,000 with information Echo for McCollum. 733 Alpha Echo, Atlanta approach.
Companies look a little bit higher, so we might have to work around them a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we got a valley right here.
Yeah.
012, and we have Yankee. Denver 3 Alpha Echo, after this approach, you're going to, it looks like Gwinnett, is that correct?
Affirm.
Denver 3 Alpha Echo, after completion of this approach at a controlled airspace, heading 360, maintain 3000 and return to this frequency.
360 to 3000 and return to frequency 3 Alpha Echo.
Denver 3 Alpha Echo, read back correct, now flighting 150.
150, 3 Alpha Echo.
KRHP 441, report cancellation of IFR airborne or on the ground this frequency. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
Approach, Sky 404 Delta Charlie, we have weather notice in Rome, would like to do the RNAV 25.
Denver 4, correction, KRHP 441, you saying that you'll eventually cancel me or you're canceling now? KRHP 441, IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR, change to advisory frequency approved. Looks like 3 aircraft in the pattern at the airport. Cessna 4 Delta Charlie, pass along your request to the next controller, contact Atlanta Center 124.5.
124.5, 404 Delta Charlie, have a good one.
You too.
Switch fuel
Cessna
tank.
3 Alpha Echo, now that you've made it to 6,000, descend to maintain 5,000.
So maintain 5,000, 3 Alpha Echo. Skyline 20 Foxtrot Charlie, Atlanta approach at request. November 0 Foxtrot Charlie, squawk 0122. Cessna 0 Foxtrot Charlie, winter contact 8 miles southwest of the Griffin Airport, Atlanta, altimeter 3012, I show you at 2,700. Skyline 0 Foxtrot Charlie, there's a Cheyenne that's about 5 miles south of the Hartsfield Airport. They're saying that the bases look like they're around 4,700, so I'm not sure if we're comfortable going at 4,500 over the top of Hartsfield.
Yeah. I
Alright,
guess
stand by.
that's the issue with days like today with clouds. Can't really do, because 4,500 is usually what they do.
Foxtrot Charlie, we'd have to go northbound at 5,000. There's southbound traffic in what we call the corridor at 5, so we won't be able to go IFR over the top as well. So if you want to go IFR, that's fine, but we'll still have to go around the west side of the airport. Yeah.
Approaching altitude.
What, I'm sorry, what'll be fine? Okay, you're talking about going around west of the airport, because we won't be able to go over the top either way. November 0 Foxtrot Charlie, cleared into Atlanta cross upper airspace, maintain VFR at or below 4,000 for now.
think we might want to go a little bit more over that way. The clouds building up there.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
How's this plane fly compared to the 172s?
It's just different.
Yeah.
Because it's smaller, but it has
Yeah.
a bigger control envelope, so it moves way more.
Right. That's pretty much all you guys fly is the 172s, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting what the final ruling for the mosaic stuff ends up being. Because like all that stuff I'll be able to fly. What they had proposed before was 54 knots. They're trying to get higher than that. So basically, most primary trainers should be available for light sport pilots.
Airlane 0 Foxtrot Charlie, use caution for multiple aircraft in the vicinity of Falcon Field. I'm showing anything between 1,000 and 2,800. There's about 5 targets in between you and the airport. Cessna 3 Alpha Echo, just to maintain 3,000.
To maintain 3,000, 3 Alpha Echo.
Flight plan updated.
Not that really matters too much considering we're so high, but still trying to kind of go through that ridge.
Yeah.
Traffic alert, November 0 Foxtrot Charlie. Traffic 1 o'clock and a mile southeast bound.
That's crazy how high these clouds are.
Yeah.
At some point, if we find like a good clearing, we'll
We
probably
might go down below.
Exactly.
My watch gave me a noise warning.
What's funny is it's really, I mean, it's not that loud.
100, climbing 3,000, heading to 80.
I assume the 172s are a lot louder, or
Epic 747
They're not
Whiskey Lima,
too
West
loud.
March right
No.
climb and maintain 5,000.
Identify 5,000, Whiskey Lima.
But they're a lower pitch. They're more of like a rumble than a hum.
Right. Yep. That's one of the things people like say, like with the road tax too. Like they're like they don't like the sound of it, but honestly, especially the idle, like the grumble of them,
Yeah.
I really like the sound. It's hard to tell like if it's actually getting more solid far out because as you
get close, you realize
then
there's
it
so
gets
much
more like
space.
this. Exactly.
Whiskey Lima radar contact 3 miles west of the cap. Be sure to see remarks here in the flight plan. Unfortunately, we'll have to stay low today.
Thank you.
If you can
Kyle,
see the
3 Alpha Echo,
ground
turn
through
right,
this
heading
patch,
180.
that'll help kind of.
Yeah.
Right turn 180, 3 Alpha Echo.
And I mean, worst case, like if it does, like if it is getting thicker, we can just do like a circle and come back and get down below. But it's nice to have the, it's a smoother ride, the added safety of, you know, if something were to happen. So. And the winds aren't too crazy up here. 23 knots. Yeah, it was interesting when I turned off fuel pump number 2. I noticed for a second. Yeah, you noticed that too?
Yeah. I saw you reach down to turn it back on.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can spot that traffic.
He's pretty far out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like he was about 8
3 Alpha Echo,
miles.
turn right, heading 260 on the localizer.
What's the blue
60
line?
until I'm on the localizer.
Oh, like that right there?
Is it like zigzag
That's like
line?
that's the glide. So it's
Okay.
basically an approximation of about how far we could glide if we were to lose our engine.
3 Alpha Echo, that was a late turn on my part. Fly heading 300 on the localizer.
300, 7 Alpha Echo.
Skylane 0 Foxtrot Charlie, change my frequency 121.0.
20 Fox Charlie's up on 21.0.
Leaving altitude.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Echo, 5 miles from Albers, maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS from a 27 approach.
Approaching altitude.
Cleared ILS, the approach maintain 3,000 still on the localizer, 3 Alpha Echo.
Cessna 3 Alpha Echo, just for our planning, do you happen to see the airport 12 o'clock in about 10 miles?
Yes, 3 Alpha Echo has it in sight.
There's 3 Alpha Echo, thank you. Contact McCullum Tower 125.9, I'll talk to you shortly.
125.9, 3 Alpha Echo.
Cherokee 290, contact approach 125.5.
25.5, 290, okay. Atlanta departure, Bonanza 17628.
Bonanza was calling, give me your call sign again with request.
Sir, we are November 17628. We're off Cartersville, about a mile east, heading 071. Like to pick up our clearance to Charlie Echo uniform.
Bonanza 17628, squawk 5257.
5257.
Epic 7 Whiskey Lima, climb and maintain 8,000.
I'm saying 8,000, San Whiskey Lima.
Yeah, I really wish there was like a solution that like, I like the DJIs because they can charge and course, they can charge and also use the battery at the same time.
Cleared to the Clemson Airport direct, climb and maintain 7,000.
But it's funny, like the adapter. Everybody complains how expensive the adapter is for the GoPro. With
The GoPro mount?
what's that?
What adapter?
The adapter for being able to take audio in. Because it's like $50. But the thing is, like, it works, right? Versus like with DJI, like trying to find something that can do power and audio in at the same time, it's been a huge pain in the butt.
Airplane 0 Foxtrot Charlie for the departures off the Hartsfield, maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Down below 3,000, 45 Charlie.
That's really building up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking for weather, no wind, Western Regional, overcast at 6,500. Okay. Trying to figure out when we should try and start descending. Still have a decent distance, 55 nautical miles. I guess let's start looking for a nice hole. So we might have to do like a circle or something like that.
Epic 7 Whiskey Lima, turn left heading 250.
250,
Leaving altitude.
Like a lot of roads down there, but there's not a lot of
Approaching
houses.
altitude.
I wonder if like they like have it like planned out, have like a lot of lots for sale or something. This might be a decent spot to, because we got the lake here, so it's a nice spot to visually. We want to
Descend.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and start a turn to the left.
Leaving altitude.
You want to give just a little left rudder. We could probably do like some like S's or like that here as well, like
Yeah.
come this way and then come back around.
Wind of departure 105 Victor Lima, VFR request.
I'll go and turn second fuel pump back on. That's pretty out there.
Give me the call sign again with your request.
Atlanta departure November 105 Victor Lima is departing Pickens County Airport, requesting VFR flight following to Tampa.
Number 105 Victor Lima, what was your type of aircraft?
RV-10, Vans RV-10.
Alright, stand by. Epic 7 Whiskey Lima, climb and maintain 1000.
We go take the controls.
Your controls.
My controls.
Epic 7 Whiskey Whiskey Lima, contact Atlanta Center 134.95.
3495,
RV5 Victor Lima, squawk 3335.
3335 for Victor Lima.
Trying to find a spot that's big enough to do like a turn.
RV5 Victor Lima, radar contact 3 miles northeast of the Cherokee County Airport, Atlanta, altimeter 3011. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500 to altitude.
Maintain VFR at or below 4,500, current altitude 3,800.
Number 5 Victor Lima, what are your intentions to get to Tampa?
105 Victor Lima would like to fly direct to Tampa, Peter O'Night. Cruising altitude 6,500.
Over here might work. Come
That
down.
would require a Bravo clearance, which we can't do right now. Say your next request.
Look for
What's the
south.
best way to get around Atlanta then?
RV5 Victor Lima, looks like the most direct route for you to be going around the east side of the Bravo.
Okay. We'll stay out to the east side of the Bravo for Victor Lima.
RV5 Victor Lima, contact approach 126.907.
126.907, Victor Lima.
Atlanta, Cessna 33 Alpha Echo is 2,000, climbing 3,000 on heading 360.
Cessna 723 Alpha Echo, Atlanta approach, ident.
Clouds are so massive.
Ident.
Cessna 3 Alpha Echo, radar contact 2 miles northwest of the Cobb County Airport, and your intentions now, it looks like we're going to Gwinnett. What's your request there, and advise you to Delta?
We'll plan with the weather and we can request RNAV side over there.
You know what? Let's start heading back this way.
Cessna 3 Alpha Echo, flight heading 080, vector RNAV, runway 25, approach to Lawrenceville.
080, vector to RNAV, 21, so 3 Alpha Echo.
Cessna 3 Alpha Echo, climb maintain 5,000, contact approach 126.907.
Climb maintain 5,000, approach 126.907. 33 Alpha Echo.
Alright, you want to take the controls again?
You can keep it.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just a little bit more paranoid with the prop too, because
Yeah.
there's a little bit of shuddering or like that, which I think is normal, and I'm just not used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's possible it is just like a little bit, what do you call that, unbalanced or like that, you know what I mean? Might be what's going on, but...
Foxtrot Charlie, altitude your discretion, traffic 11 o'clock and a mile and a half eastbound out to Cajun 2000.
20 Fox Charlie, thanks.
That's the thing, it's always more bumpy down below than it is. Well, I shouldn't say always, most of the time. I think we should be able to do 3,500 here.
Approaching altitude.
Atlanta approach here, 526 Hotel Delta, 8,000 Easton, to cross Buckhead at 5,000, direct Buckhead.
Definitely more hazy down there too.
Delta Atlanta approach, Atlanta 73012, advise Delta, expect the ILS runway 25.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS runway 25. We'd actually like the RNAV possible, and I'll let you know when I have Delta, 526 Hotel Delta.
06 Hotel Delta, expect the RNAV 25 approach.
Expect the RNAV runway 25 approach, 526 Hotel Delta.
Leaving altitude.
I believe that's LJ there, airport.
Where's the airport?
Yeah, I know it blends in. I did some practice there. What day was that? Monday. I think I went there Monday. Did some practice. Definitely, it's challenging. It doesn't seem like it would be. It's like 3,500, I think, is the length. But like, yeah, it definitely was challenging for me. Especially after like I had like a really nice flight on Saturday. Had like the perfect landing. I was like, yes. Like got to go to the Bravo. It was like a great day, and then Monday was like a really humbling. Like, okay, yeah, you don't know everything.
Not the best.
Yeah.
0 Foxtrot Charlie, contact the Columbus Tower.
Columbus Tower, thanks for your help very much. 25 Charlie, see you.
You bet, see ya.
See ya.
Looks narrow.
It is narrower. Yeah. Which I think that's part of the thing that makes it a little bit more challenging too. Is like the yeah, exactly. It's also going downhill,
Approaching Waypoint.
and so yeah, like it's actually more of a hill than Stockmar. So it,
Giant visual misconception.
yep. I'm just gonna make sure we gotta keep an eye on these clouds and make sure they're not
Descending.
getting lower exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with us going into the canyon. But up at Western Regional, it was saying 6,500 before, so I think we're good.
06 Hotel Delta, roger.
See if they're still saying the same.
See what it says they are here.
What's that?
I'll see what it says they are around here.
It is saying broken 4,200 now, so maybe they are descending. We'll see how we go.
November 475, New City, we're ready to come here for clearance. 599 clear from the Falcon Field Airport to the Eastman Airport via Rotavector Noki, Vector November Alpha, direct, maintain 3,000, expect 5,000, 1 per minute up to departure. Departure frequency will be 11.18, 13531, both release. November 17628, contact line at center 134.8, good day.
18628, thanks.
November 217, back line to maintain V4, altitude 3012. Roger, November 526, Hotel Delta, fly heading 110, maintain 5,000, vectors 125, upon first port.
I think 120, vectors are now for 125.526, Hotel Delta.
Thanks, Hotel Delta heading 110.
It was pretty though.
110.526, Hotel Delta.
I like this area up here.
Yeah.
Switch fuel tank.
Alright, we're not going to do that since we're so low. We still got plenty of fuel in that tank. Or we'll try and do that on the way back if we need be. Get to a good spot. Yeah, when we were going up to Ohio, we were cruising at a high altitude. And partially because of the ATC and partially because like Jonah said he wanted to go lower. Like we went down below the clouds and it was like, this is not good, let's get back up.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, it was bumpy. We had like one really good jolt, it scared the crap out of him.
that was the scariest thing when I first started flying.
Yeah.
Especially because obviously I was flying in North Carolina in the mountains.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it's like, it gets bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy how slow these people on these roads look like they're going.
Well, it's pretty easy when you're doing like 130, 120. And we got rain coming now.
It seriously looks like this one cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, actually it looks more clear out here.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had rain. Actually, the first time I had rain, it was also when I was on final, and I was like, oh, like, my instructor was like, it's fine, just keep fly normal.
First time I had any, it was in North Carolina in the pattern.
Yeah.
Leaving altitude.
Number 526, Coast with Delta, contact approach 126.9 today.
126.9 or so, 526 Hotel Delta, thanks sir, good day.
Must be on the other side of those trees is the air park I was using as a reference point. Let's see, that's, yeah, less than 3 miles. So it must just be like right on the other side of that mountain there.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
I think we're probably good to get up to 3,500 here
waypoint.
now. Yeah, this whole area is so pretty.
Approaching altitude.
Oh, I'm taking pictures of those like absolute log cabin mansions on that hill.
Is that what you want in your future?
I don't know.
I like the idea. I don't like the idea of the maintenance of it, you know?
And like, especially if you're one of the people where it's like you,
altitude.
wife, kid, and a dog.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You don't need 8 bedrooms.
Oh, yeah, well, that too. I definitely don't want that. Like, I'm just talking about, like, just having, like, a home in the mountains. Like, that sounds cool.
Oh, the mountains for sure.
You know?
Well, because you have to realize my mom and dad will be in the cabin up in North Carolina.
Right. But, like, from, well, number one, before COVID, the prices weren't that crazy. And then,
No,
like,
it was
COVID happened.
reasonable, yeah.
And the prices got insane. You know, I was like, I don't know. We'll see. But I think my ideal is probably, you know, trying to find a place that has like an air park that's in the mountains. You know, can fly out of there, and that'd be cool to me. But having two separate, like the people that have two separate houses are like that, it's a lot of work.
Destination AWAS is 119.675.
Alright, got tuned up. We're not hearing anything yet, but we're still 27 miles away.
Leaving
Here?
altitude.
Traffic ahead somewhere.
Yeah, I see him. Well, I see him on the screen,
I
obviously.
don't see it.
What's up?
I don't see what the distance is.
They're at least 8 miles away right now,
I'm
but
seeing about 10.
but they're likely going to be trying to go the same way we are. So yeah, we'll see what they do. Right now, it looks like they're heading towards the mountains, but.
I heard a little bit of weather right there.
Yeah. Snippets.
I heard 155 and that's about it.
What's up?
They're about 5 miles out now.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they're going over the mountains. They're going pretty low over the mountains. But, whatever. You do you. Although I suppose they're kind of having to because of the clouds, maybe. Oh, I got the traffic out there. See them?
Not yet.
They're like a black speck right there.
I don't see him yet, but I'll let you know when I do.
Yep. Might be a helicopter.
Approaching altitude.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, helicopter.
Yep. Making your framing interesting.
I got him. Got him.
I know. Keep it interesting. I'll wait until we get a little closer to.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
This was basically like a lot of my trip up to Ohio was
altitude.
was the up and down. Like it's like okay.
Approaching altitude.
We
You know,
get it.
actually what I should do, I'll just put it down a little lower because I don't want to go at 35 anyway. Give us a little more clearance from these clouds considering they're already interfering with us.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
Traffic, 9 o'clock, very close, same altitude.
Might just be our shadow. Don't see anybody on mine. Do you see somebody on yours?
I don't see somebody on this.
Yeah, I think it must have just been our ADSB Ghost. Because otherwise, it would have reported it somebody like further out than that. Just said very close. It's like, okay, that's probably us.
Traffic, 9 o'clock, 3 feet.
Slow us down a little bit.
Traffic, 7 o'clock, quarter mile, 100 feet above.
7 o'clock is behind. I don't see anything on here.
Yeah. And I'm not even seeing them on here is what's weird
It
too.
might just be freaking out.
Huh?
It might just be freaking out because of the mountains.
Yeah. Keeping things interesting.
Approaching altitude.
Traffic, 5 o'clock, very close, same altitude.
I think we're all right.
Definitely scared you though. Well, Miles, let's see if we can hear the ATIS.
Western Carolina, regional transfer.
Automated weather observation. 19010 Zulu weather. Wind 130 at 3. Visibility 10. Ceiling 4,700. Broken 5,500. Overcast temperature 2 3 Celsius. Dew point 14. Altimeter 3011. Remarks. Density altitude 2,900.
That's at 130, I believe, for the winds. I think we're good to
Western Carolina, regional
come in on 8, which works out because it's so narrow. At least the last time I came here, I just basically did like a straight-in approach. We'll see if anybody's in the pattern. If not, that's what we'll probably do again. All right, we are on.
Leaving altitude.
Western regional traffic, flight support A9 Charlie Sierra, 3,500, 9 miles to the southwest, inbound for landing, runway 8, Western regional traffic.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
Western regional traffic, flight support A9 Charlie Sierra, 5 miles to the southwest, inbound to landing, runway 8, going to be a straight in final, Western regional traffic.
I have the important site.
Yep, I see it too.
Clear to zone traffic, 10 off 4336 here at a 10 mile final runway.
Alright, fuel pump 2's already on, parking brake is off, brakes feel good. We'll put the flaps here in this sec.
$500.
Western regional traffic, flight support A9 Charlie Sierra, on final, runway 8, Western regional traffic.
Alright,
Clear zone traffic, 10 off 43.
first notch flaps in.
Final.
Turret second notch flaps in. Try and get a little more drag. A little bit of the slip gets down a little more. There's just a little power. I shouldn't have done that slip.
Approaching altitude.
All right.
Alpha 4.
What's up?
We're turning off at Alpha 4.
Yep.
Western Regional traffic, light support 89 Charlie Sierra, clear runway 0 right, Western Regional.
All right, fuel pump 2 off. No glitch there with the fuel.
That was good.
Yep. There's like a pretty area here with a valley.
Yeah.
Alright.
Welcome to North Carolina.
Yep. We made it to North Carolina again, yeah!
Yay. Clearly,
Just the tip of it.
Clearly just the end goal of every trip we make.
Yeah. I think every trip should have a, stop in North Carolina. Alright, so we got some ropes here, so I'm not gonna pull all the way through. I'll just put her here and we can pull her forward. Alright.
All right.
Let's say it's charging.
Down to 2% charging.
Yeah.
61% charging.
We'll see if it actually
Charges.
gets us back or not. Alright. So, we'll just do a direct. Actually, no, I can do that. Like go here, flight plan.
Love it.
And then do replace 20 Golf Alpha replace. What that gets us. Yeah.
Yep.
And then send to the panel.
Flight plan updated.
Alright, let's go back to our checklist. Taxiing. The weather. little bit. Alright. Weather, ATIS.
5,000, broken, 5,500, broken, 8,000, broken, temperature 2.4 Celsius, dew point 1.4, altimeter 3,009er, remarks, density altitude 3,000.
Western Carolina Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 19er 42 Zulu weather wind 230 at 5 visibility 10 ceiling 5,000 broken 5,500 broken 8,000 broken temperature 2.4 Celsius dew point 1.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and get above, or do you want to just try and stay below for that first part, or what's your thoughts on...
We can stay below for the fine with me.
Okay. Alright, so we're good there.
Western Regional traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, taxiing, runway 26, Western Regional.
Alright. Getting higher on the ground. Alright, run up, parking brake is set. Okay, stable there. Goes out, those out.
Do you want to switch fuel tanks?
Good question. The only thing is, if we switch now, then we're running off of different fuel during our takeoff roll, so I think I'm okay. We still got plenty of fuel there. If we get up top, and we can switch over, but yeah, I just don't want add another variable there. Let's see. Alright, so fuel pump 1 is good. Both is good. Yep, no glitch that time. That was so weird, that glitch there.
It might have been because we were at like full power.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's what it was. I really don't know. Alright. So we did all this. Seatbelts, you're good. Yours is not in the door, correct?
I'm good.
Okay.
Out of the door.
Mine is closed and latched as well. Alright, flight controls. Good. Flight instruments look good. We already got our barometer. Everything else looks correct. We are at 1200. Yep, so we're going to switch off, take off on mine. Flaps 10 degrees. Elevator trim. We'll stick with that. That sounds pretty good. Wingtip landing lights on. Light care now. Okay. Alright, traffic intentions, abort point. You won't be off before that first one there, I think, but a little bit past that. And electric traffic. Alright.
Western Regional traffic, light support 89 Charlie Sierra, departing runway 26. Western Regional, departing to the south.
Alright. Don't see anybody out there.
Approaching runway 26. Entered runway 26. 5,400 feet remaining.
Alright, I see 26.
Yep.
Compass lines. Here we go.
And we're off.
Alright, calling is clear. First stage flaps going away. Alright, pulling power back 97.
Western Regional traffic, light support 89 Charlie Sierra, departing to the south. Western Regional.
Alright, flaps are away.
Skyview has disconnected.
I don't know they used to do that, but I didn't have the audio hooked up, so I didn't notice it maybe. Not sure why it does that. Yeah, so that works. I don't know what its deal is. You mind unplugging that and try plugging that back in, see if it... Things are so wonky with the charging.
Nope.
Welcome to my world.
What did you do last time when it wasn't charging?
That's usually what I do is unplug it and plug it back in, but Things are just annoying. You can just turn it off for now, I guess. I'd say about here's about as high as we can go before.
If you need, we can switch over to mine.
Yeah, if you want to switch your, you want to put yours in there?
Yeah.
Yours is the same size, right?
Yeah, same size.
Yeah. Go for it. You're pulling on my cable, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
Leaving altitude.
You're good.
What were the waypoints, do you remember?
So if you got my Wi-Fi, what you can do is you can actually transfer it back to yours from here. Are you on the Wi-Fi for the plane?
Yeah, I am.
So if you go, see here, yep, so this plus sign here, and then you say,
Load from panel.
load
Yep.
from panel.
Okay, got it. There you
Yep.
go.
I'll be interested if you plug yours in, if it'll,
Mine won't plug into this cord.
huh?
Mine won't plug in, it's a different charger.
Oh, is it lightning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All good.
Western Carolina traffic light 46 departing the parking area to the northeast, Western Carolina.
Head miles, final runway 3, gonna be circling runway 21. Traffic.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude.
Nice thing with the clouds is it gives them nice shade.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't cause the turbulence.
Leaving altitude.
Probably one more around here anyway.
Clearsville traffic then off course Main Street.
Leaving altitude.
Not sure if you want to fly any of this. It's not really that crazy.
Yeah.
I think the clouds are definitely a little higher than they were before.
Yeah. And they definitely look way more spread out.
Yeah, that's true.
Clearsville traffic then off course Main Street.
Jasper traffic. Skydiving in progress 6,000 feet over the airfield in 1 minute. Jasper.
traffic, Cena 433, Quebec Sheriff's parking area to the southwest. Clearsville.
Leaving altitude.
Yes, big houses.
Rockwood traffic, Cherokee 7097 Romeo inbound for runway 22, Rockwood 10 miles out.
Toto.
Yeah, runway Toto.
Advanced traffic, number right 1 says parking area to the southwest. Amen.
Hotel, switching frequencies.
Roger, switching.
traffic, skydiving in 2 minutes, 12,000 feet below Jasper.
Which airport Jasper is?
It's... Oh, mine is over here.
Is it all the way over there?
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like it is.
Huh. For some reason in my mind I have... Well, let's see. Pickens County is Jasper, so yeah, it should be... Okay, yeah. Yeah. But normally, it must be a different airport, because normally if it's over Pickens, you would say Pickens.
Oh, I was thinking of Jackson. I was wrong.
Okay, yeah. I think Jackson, that's the airport that I want to go check out sometime. Seems like quite the trip.
On the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious where the airport is. Gotta be right there. I just don't see it. See, what's the runway there?
Approaching waypoint.
And it says a hard surface too, really? How can we not see that if it's... That's bizarre. Must be like maybe right there, I don't know. So bizarre.
That's the thing in the mountains is things get tucked away and they look like roads.
Oh, totally.
Gather traffic, Twin Delta 22 Golf is about 5 miles to the northeast. We'll maneuver for the left downwind, runway 35, Calvin.
On time.
We should be good.
Yeah. You know somebody in the play, or just going for the fun of it, or?
I'm just going to see it. Because this is our like last one of the school year. It's just like the big one.
Okay. That was one of the things with high school. I kind of wish I'd done more drama stuff.
Traffic, Center 2 Golf, about 4 miles to the north, inbound to the downwind on 35. Go.
Is on east downwind for runway 23, left downwind, runway 23, church traffic.
Do you want to just stay down low the whole time, or do you want to try and climb up, or?
Down low is fine with me.
Okay. A little more bumpy, but yeah, that way we don't have to worry about the clouds getting too high.
And I don't mind the bumpy. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Approaching altitude.
If I was doing like a longer cross country, I started to get tired of it, but yeah, for like a 35 minutes or whatever, it's not too bad. Holding saying no wind, broken 4600.
Cherokee traffic, looking 273, turn final, runway 23, Cherokee traffic.
5 knots, 340, Carrollton.
Barrow County traffic, down to start 26, Victor Bravo, left 8, 23 Barrow County. Barrow County traffic, 266 Bravo, final, 23 Barrow County.
Traffic, light support 89 Charlie Sierra, 4,400, going to be crossing over midfield. Gilmer County.
Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude. Approaching waypoint. Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Switch fuel tank.
You know, we're in range of whatever, so we can probably actually get there. Can you close this fuel valve?
Now?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, that's good. On my way back from Ohio, I accidentally closed the other one before the other. It lets you know pretty quick. Yeah. Which in some ways is kind of good. Because the problem with like a carbureted engine is it's like 5 minutes later and it's like, whoa, what happened? You know? Versus the fuel injected immediately, it was, at least this was going off. And the engine I think was starting to run a little bit rough. Yeah, look how tall those clouds are.
They're just puffy.
Yeah.
Leaving altitude. Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude.
Oh yeah, honestly, need to be a little lower.
Leaving altitude.
Check traffic within 273, you'll be taking out from a 2-3 your main. You get about a foot past runway 23. Check traffic.
That's Pickens over there. I'm not sure if you can see it at all. The white marks.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. That one's sometimes difficult to pick up. At least from the, coming from the north and south.
Traffic, we're at 173 or 60, currently 10 nautical miles to the northwest. We'll be going through your airspace from west of the field at all times. Going to traffic.
weird. It almost sounded like somebody else was talking at the same time, but not quite.
Yeah.
Let's try and get a little lower. Otherwise, got too high there anyway.
Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude.
Kind of like an arch, almost looking thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for your passageway.
There's that one tiny little dark cloud right there.
Yep. Those almost look like rain, like coming down, but I don't think that's what it is.
I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Cherokee traffic. Broken X 273, turning left, complex runway 23, Cherokee traffic. Traffic, Blue Phoenix 273, turning downwind for runway 2, left downwind for runway 23, Cherokee. Left downwind for runway 2. Cherokee traffic, Blue Phoenix 273, turning left base, runway 23, Cherokee.
The ATV guy, I was talking some trash about the Blue Phoenix people. Do you know anything about them?
That's Superior, that's where I fly.
Is it?
Yeah.
It must just be like a, you know, like a butting heads, you know? like, you know, everybody thinks like their flight school is like, oh man, we do everything right, and then that's funny. I wonder where that name comes from Blue Phoenix.
I'm not sure. It used to be Jet East.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. So did they say that for all their flights, or is that like 121, or?
All of the flights are Blue Phoenix, and then
Gotcha.
3 numbers.
Huh. That's interesting.
Approaching altitude. Leaving altitude.
Most cases you want to have as much altitude as you can get, but at the same time you don't want to get too close to the clouds either.
Yeah.
How many points does Superior have?
Probably about 20.
20?
Traffic 252 Delta on the 45 from the left downwind 310.
Traffic, Blue Phoenix 273, turning downwind, left downwind, runway 23, Cherokee.
You been over to Cherokee?
No.
No.
Oh, wait, yeah, I have, I think.
Yeah. I haven't actually gone in, but we drove past it one time. Me and Karen. Actually, it looks like a really nice airport. I've flown in there too, but I've just done like touch and goes.
No traffic 252 Delta, southwest field on the left downwind 310.
cloud there, or is that like a open spot? I can't tell. I think it's a cloud.
It's a cloud, I think.
Yeah.
Cherokee traffic with Phoenix 273, turning west base, runway 23, Cherokee.
Cherokee traffic,
Approaching altitude.
6 Alpha Foxtrot, entering 45 downwind for 23.
Arrow traffic, Mini 252 Delta, short final 31, full stop, Arrow.
Cherokee traffic with Phoenix 273, turning final runway 23, Cherokee.
Surprised there's no low-flying guys over the lake. I feel like almost every time I go over it, there's somebody doing something stupid. A lot of people out on their boats.
I was gonna say, I got a picture of all the boats on the water.
Uh-huh.
Leaving altitude.
Cherokee traffic, Blue Phoenix 273 going around, left slow traffic, Cherokee.
There's McCollum over there.
Yep.
Cherokee traffic, so Skyhawk 6 Alpha Foxtrot, turn to base, 23.
Yeah, it's funny talking to the ATP guy. He said, I guess the nickname for one of the controllers is Mumbles.
Leaving altitude.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put it down to 1800 or power and altitude.
Cherokee traffic, Blue Phoenix 273, turning left downwind for runway 23, Cherokee.
Got some traffic, there's about a while out. So we'll keep an eye now.
Cherokee traffic, Alpha Foxtrot, turn in final for D3.
Gatlinburg traffic, control just coming over Lacan, will be entering left downwind for 28 Gatlinburg traffic.
That Gatlinburg traffic? Altoona High School there.
Six Alpha Foxtrot going around 2.
Cherokee traffic, moving X273, turning left base from 23 Cherokee.
Should be good with this guy 1600 above us, but keep your eyes out for him. Right there.
Yep. Normal traffic, back base midland. Traffic in the city of Monroe, we got 2 minutes to skydivers over Monroe, use caution. Cherokee Regional Aero 671 Charlie Mike, 8 miles to the east, coming in for midfield, crossing midfield for runway 7, 1 Charlie Mike. traffic over Monroe. We got skydivers away over Monroe. Use caution.
Flagmar traffic, light sport A9 Charlie Sierra, 3,400 descending, 10 miles to the north, inbound for landing. Flagmar.
Flagmar traffic, Scott, 67 X-ray is departing the area to the southeast. Last call, Flagmar.
I don't remember the name of that hospital, but that's the one off of, this must be, was that Dallas Highway, or?
It's not Dallas Highway once you get this far, but yeah, I know you're talking about. Is that one the Paulding one?
Paulding Hospital, yeah, I think that's what it is.
Regional Aero 671 Charlie Mike, 5 miles to the east, crossing midfield for runway 25.
Look at the weather again. .340. That's Paulding got. 280. Okay. Yeah, something will do 28 coming in.
Traffic, King Air, high left downwind is runway 21, Monroe.
Regional Aero 671 Charlie Mike, crossing midfield for runway 25.
Traffic, King Air, left base runway 21, Monroe.
Flagmar traffic, light sport A9 Charlie Sierra, 2,900 descending, 4 miles to the north, going to be joining the left, right downwind for runway 28 on a downwind on a 45 entry. Flagmar.
Stopmar traffic, Cherokee 6372, head is back active, runway 28 stop.
Still don't see the airport yet, but it's out there. Unless that's the airport there, that might be it.
30 miles away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it right there. That's some of the hangars.
Yeah, I think it's it.
Sometimes you think you have it, and then it's like, no, that's not it. That's That's that guy there that's back taxiing, I guess. Don't see anybody else out there.
Yeah, that's it.
Approaching altitude.
More traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, entering left, correction, right, downwind for runway 28. Stock mark.
Traffic.
Normal traffic, Kerchak 438, Piper Arctic is now about movement and not about the 500. Being joined in
Pretty wide out here.
More traffic, just making sure that the traffic that was back taxiing is off runway 28 now.
Yeah, we're clear at 2A. We're in the run-up area. We'll wait on you to come in.
Appreciate it.
Alright. First notch flaps coming in.
More traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, turning right base, runway 28. Stock mark.
Leaving altitude.
Alright. I can hit low power.
More traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, turning final, runway 28. Stock mark.
Alright, second notch flaps coming in.
Traffic.
Alright. Got too much power, or too much energy still. That's been my thing lately, is just come in with too much.
More traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, back taxiing, runway 28. Stock mark.
Alright, fuel pump 2 off.
Stock mark traffic, light sport 89 Charlie Sierra, clear runway 28. Stock mark.
Stock mark traffic, Cherokee 72 Juliet's taking runway 28. Stock mark.
I felt like I was so low when I was out there, but really I probably should have just not put in power for that part.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like that fear of like being too low, exactly. Yeah. Too high I'm not worried about because I can slip it.
Yeah.
But too low, yeah, like that fear gets in the way.
Traffic, 678 Trey, 4 miles south, east of the field, down the field, enter the downwind runway 28, stop mark.
Alright.
So the best way to do it is if you get out far enough and then you can kind of see where it's supposed to go. All right. Let me go ahead and pull, you can open your door if you want. Pull the engine data. All right, now let's do export user data logs. Export.